What's up, my sweethearts? What it do? It's your girl Jennifer from the realest. My sweethearts, please get your lighters all the way up. Alabama. What it do? Lighters all the way up, Alabama. My sweethearts, get in front of the tube with your lighters all the way up. Let's run this thing like cardio. Let's get it. My sweethearts, justice for Christina Nance. Alright? I heard y'all, my sweethearts. Your girl coming through with it. This is sad. I mean, all the cases say it is. But when they try to play with you, play in your face, when they play in our face, it get really disturbing. And that's when it get out of control. You're not going to just play in our face. So get your lighters all the way up, my sweetheart. Your girl, Grey Doug, walk it and go in. Let's get it. So, my sweethearts, on October 7th in Huntsville, Alabama, 29-year-old Christina Nance was found dead inside a Huntsville Police Department van. 29-year-old Christina Nance was found dead inside a Huntsville Police Department van. Period. Let's go. Just over a week later, there still appear to be more questions than answers as to why she was in the van, how long she had been there before she was discovered, and how she died. Police are now claiming, however, that they know how she got into the van. They said she got in on her own, and they have the surveillance footage to prove it. I bet. Period. On Thursday, Huntsville Police Chief Mark McMurray told News 19, my sweethearts, the department tracked down footage from a nearby building security camera that showed Nance somewhat disoriented and alone getting into the van, aka Kanika Jenkins. Everyone is disoriented. I bet. Let's go. I bet. McMurray wouldn't say when the video footage was dated, but he did say Nance had been dead for days before she was found without specifying how many days. Are you serious? Are you serious? A police van. Right there is red flags. What police van is not moved in days and days and days and days? What person walks in a police van? Yeah, okay. In a case that is naturally giving black people major Freddie Gray vibes, it just seems like being vague and less than transparent with the revealing of information just isn't the move, which is likely why Nance's family is growing impatient, and I don't blame them. I don't blame. They come up with some stuff out here, my sweethearts. Nancy's, oh God, Nance's sister, Latasha Nance, told News 19 that she had previously asked the Huntsville Police Department to see surveillance footage, Miss Teresa, and was told by the department that their cameras might not go back that far. I bet. I'm so tired of this. But McMurray says now that the footage the department has obtained will be shown to the family Friday before it's turned over to the media for everyone to see. Y'all gonna alternate what y'all want. I'm done with believing in cameras. This don't make no sense. The attorney said, we will get to the truth of what happened to Christina Nance. And I hope they do. Yeah, okay. But getting to the truth remains looking more and more like an uphill battle as the coroner still hasn't determined a cause of Nance's death. Oh, my sweethearts, I'm sorry. Look, we talking about corona. I'm thinking corona like we got out this thing. I'm like, hold up. No, my sweethearts, the corona, where they put the bodies at. But let me reread that. I'm thinking, I'm going another way, my sweethearts, because I'm thinking all crazy. Like, hold up. The girl died. Now they saying she got corona. I thought that way. But let me go back. But getting to the truth remains looking more and more like an uphill battle as the corona, anybody where the people got the bodies at, still hasn't determined a cause of Nance's death, but has already ruled out foul play. Okay. As for the van itself, the van was purchased, which we don't even care, but is used to transport inmates. That's what I don't understand. Who goes into a van, a jail van, goes to a police, go near them, and we don't do popos. I don't believe that. Okay, my sweethearts. So it say investigators said an Alabama woman's body was found in a police transport van days after security video captured the moment she went inside the vehicle. Christina Nance's body was discovered earlier this month in a parking lot that belonged to the Huntsville Police Department. The department released the surveillance video and said it's clear Nance, 29, entered the vehicle without any help. We use that van to transport prisoners, Deputy Chief Dwayne McCarver said. Once you're in that van, you can't get out of that van. Somebody has to let you out of that van. Okay, after reviewing hours of footage, investigators also saw Nance pushing open a window 3 days after entering the vehicle. It was open plenty to hear outside the van or to yell outside the van, McCarver said. Certainly, there was access to the outside world through those windows. Are you serious? So no one heard this woman screaming and kicking throughout this van. I'm not believing that. Are you serious? Nance wasn't discovered until October 7th, 5 days after her family reported her missing. And she in this van now, screaming and kicking. Nan pushing open a window. So, okay, if you open up the window, why she did? That's all you need, some air. Even if she did get locked in the van. So no one heard her all 5 days screaming? Yeah, okay. I don't believe that. If she did die in the van, say if she even suffocated, no one heard her 5 days, 3 days. They said after 3 days Nance was pushing open a window 3 days after entering the vehicle. Nobody don't watch these cameras at all. Y'all just got them out there. An officer discovered a pair of shoes outside the van, and that's what led authorities to her body. We certainly have no idea of knowing what her state of mind was. Oh, so her state of mind was, let me go inside of a van, shut the door, and just go in, die in there. She pushing open a window. So evidently her state of mind wasn't that. It was just a tragedy, and we wish it would have turned out differently, McCarver said. Police said Nance had previously received assistance from the Department Crisis Intervention Team, which helps people who are in an altered mental state. Nance's family reviewed the security footage on Friday, but relatives say they have yet to find closure after seeing the video. I couldn't either, y'all. That was just very heartbreaking to know that we didn't get the clarification that we needed, that we wanted, which was just very sad. Christina's sister, Whitney Nance, said. When asked why the van was unlocked, McCarver said it was a mistake the police department takes seriously. Yeah, all right. Sometimes you just have to say that was something that shouldn't have happened. It did, McCarver said. Duh. Yeah, it did. Our policies are such that should have not happened. And now we have to look at that and make sure we have things in place so that does not happen again. Like check cameras daily. You don't have no one looking at the cameras. 5 days, no camera watching. Yeah, okay. This a whole KJ in the making. Are you serious? I'm gonna need to hear these autopsy reports. Let's go. We're gonna need these autopsy reports. This, no. None of our young black mess with the polls. And we daggone sure don't mess with no, what I want to say, uh, no getting in no van. A police van, we is up in there. Psychoed out, disoriented out. I don't care. Like, I'm gonna need to know some more. I am. Just getting up in the van, dropping her shoes out the van window. Seriously? Nah. Nah, dude. I don't hear this one. I don't believe this one. It ain't sitting right with me. I'm gonna need more though. I'm gonna need these autopsies. My sweetheart, I had to go get the lights all the way up for this one, for real. They got some ways of putting these cases and these videos together to make you see, make you believe what you know ain't real. You hear me? They got ways. Let's go. Law enforcement in Alabama has released surveillance footage of Christina Nance, the black woman found dead inside a Huntsville Police Department van, to her family, who still isn't satisfied. I don't blame them, that they know enough or anything really about how their loved one died. The video shows the 29-year-old crawling into the van where her body was discovered nearly 2 weeks later. That don't say nothing to me because y'all don't know if she was running from the cops, a culprit in that district that were trying to do something to her and she tried to hide from them, and that's why y'all quarter crawling in there to get away from the criminal or whoever was doing something to her. That don't just say that that girl was so out of it. It don't. According to CBS News, Huntsville Police Deputy Chief Dwayne McCarver says Nance's appearance in the video began on September 25th when she is first seen lying in the bushes and then sitting on the hood of a patrol car. Later, Nance is reportedly seen, my sweethearts, crawling into the van, which has doors that don't open from inside. Like I said, McCarver said Nance can be seen opening the windows of the van, my sweethearts, like I said, and that her movement in the vehicle can be seen on camera through September 28th, which makes the fact that her body wasn't discovered until October 7th all the more bewilderingly and disturbing, my sweethearts. I couldn't. I'll lose it. I will lose my dome. My sweethearts, I'm going off. I'm going to blame them. Someone did something to my child. This is despicable. Be safe, my sweethearts. Investigators met up with the family Friday morning and showed them the security video of the events leading up to Miss Nance's death. We will continue to work with them through this difficult time, yeah, right. But the family members viewed, having viewed the video, my sweethearts, I'm sorry, say, they not believing that. Say they still have more questions than answers, and I don't blame y'all. I don't blame y'all, because it don't sound right. I was thinking everything was going to be clear. There was going to be some type of clear indication of my sister being, of how she died. But there wasn't. Nance's sister, Latasha Nance, told them. Nah, I'm going to need to hear that medical record, all that. Both the police department and the state medical examiner has already said there are no signs of foul play in Nance's death. And the medical examiner said the cause of death will be announced after further testing, including a toxicology report, has been completed. The family understandably plans to have a private autopsy. That's right. Get it. Get it, my sweethearts. Get it. Because they will lie. They will lie.
There, out of all places, why there? Why in their van?
It's been more than 1 week since Huntsville police officers say they found the body of 29-year-old Christina Nance in an unused police van in the public safety complex parking lot. This is video from a camera on top of the police building pointed toward the parking lot.
No one's sitting and watching this specific camera that I'm aware of. No. These are just so that if you have an event and you need to go back and look, you can see there how difficult she is to see.
Even the timeline of Christina Nance's final days remains unclear. Huntsville police say Nance walked into the public safety complex parking lot on September 25th.
Miss Nance is observed in the video walking around the parking lot. She lays down in the bushes at some point. She sits on the hood of a police car for some time. She approaches other cars in the parking lot.
Police say Nance gets into the back of a van. 3 days later, on the 28th, surveillance video shows movement coming from inside of the vehicle, a former prison transport van, which hadn't been used since March, designed to keep people locked inside and with no way to get out. 4 days later, on October 2nd, Nance's family reported her missing. But it wouldn't be for 5 more days, October 7th, until Huntsville police say an officer saw shoes outside of the van, which led to the discovery of the lifeless body of Christina Nance. A mystery deepened by the lack of obvious clues.
The body was sent for a preliminary autopsy. We are waiting for the full results, which would include the toxicology. But we did get, as you know, the preliminary, which showed obviously no trauma to the body, no signs of any foul play.
A toxicology report could take weeks. In the meantime, Deputy Chief Dwayne McCarver says while they don't suspect foul play, the department will review its policies.
Sometimes you just have to say that was something that shouldn't have happened. It did. Our policies are such that should not have happened, and now we have to look at that, and we have to make sure that we have things in place so that does not happen again.
She was just very positive.
But the family of Christina Nance says the poor quality of the surveillance video and the lack of information as to how she died leaves more questions than answers.
It was just very heartbreaking to know that we didn't get the clarification that we really needed, that we wanted.
My sweethearts, I'm going to say this. If that is real and the the people checker and all that autopsy, and she have no marks on her or nothing like that, nothing happened to her, the family getting a private one, so it's going to come out. You know, they not going to lie to him. I don't know what to say then, because they saying she had psychiatric problem, or she was drunk. I don't know. I mean, the van is huge, my sweethearts. It don't look like somebody would just go in there and die in there. It don't. It's a big van. I mean, it looked like they would see her 7 days. The van is huge. Unless she was under the influence of being so drunk, and when she did go in there, she laid down, my sweethearts, assumingly, allegedly, and you drunk, you out of it, and maybe she went in there and it's so hot in there and she suffocated or something like that, my sweethearts, because you so drunk out of your mind. And I mean, but that going in the van, you have to be more than just drunk, out of it. She was by herself, just drunk by herself, going up in a van, let me just get drunk, go up in this police lot. It is a lot of questions. It's a lot, because the story is crazy. It's a whole, you sitting on police cars, hoods. I mean, all you psychiatric, that's something only the family will know on that note, because that is really, really outrageous. And then the camera, is a big camera, you can see it's a lot. They ain't see anybody, they don't see nobody chasing her down. I mean, did she get assaulted? Then, why was she? It's just a lot, my sweetheart. So we will need them toxology. We will need them reports. And not even just the drunk. Oh, she's drunk. Okay, drunk make you do that? Oh, my goodness. That's why it's more questions than answers. Like, that sound like psychiatric. That's why I'm asking the same thing too. Like, is you out of it? Because that don't sound normal. And I'm gonna go by like what her family said about the reports. Is it like no bruises to the body like Kanika was? No nothing to her. Then what we want to think like, what's up? Cause how you gonna assume? So yeah, we want to wait for that, my sweethearts, and I'm gonna look into that some more to see what the reports say about her body, because he said there's no damage to the body or nothing. Kanika was messed up. So my sweetheart, this is a bad one, like I said, and this is sad. This is sad. I don't want to have to say this is something that shouldn't have happened. This is something bad. Going in, dying inside of a van. First of all, they reported her missing like what, 3 days later or four, what, some days later. What y'all ain't know she was gone like the next day maybe, or is this normal? And see, there's a lot of questions, like they saying, then answers. Because I'm thinking like if she gone one day, is that normal for her when y'all didn't see her that one day? When she ain't come back maybe the second day? Like where was she at? Where was she supposed to been at? This is a lot, and it is right. They are right. It's a lot of questions than answers. So, my sweetheart, it's your girl Jennifer. I'm the realist. We will be back. We're gonna go over autopsies of this young lady, cause this not acceptable. I'm still gonna stick with it's not acceptable. It's not. And if she is psychiatric, I think who is her guardian to watch her? Is she driving? She shouldn't be behind a wheel. So yes, my sweethearts, please like, share, subscribe. Hit the bell to be notified, my sweethearts. Please chime in with your girl. And yes, give me some. Come in. Talk to me, my sweethearts. It's your girl Jennifer the realist, and I'm out.